I'm on fire!
Man.
Welcome.
Hey guys, what's up? We're just
okay. We're on.
We just got done watching the movie Furious 8. That's why you see
Is it
us.
Furious 8 or is it Fate of the Furious? I've always been confused about that.
I think it's Furious 8, but people want to call it the Fate of the Furious. Now try to say that a lot of times fast.
Fate of the Furious 8.
8. But I call it Furious 8 because it's interesting.
Yeah. That is interesting. So
It's
yeah.
on the poster. So.
Yeah. So yeah, here we are. My name's Mikhail. This is Chris.
What's up, guys? What's up?
And we're gonna do a discussion about Furious 8.
Mm-hmm.
First off, I'd just like to say that that's remarkable that they would have all the characters from the previous Furious 8, excluding any sort of real tragic life events that keep certain characters from being able to make it to the movie. But in the movie itself, there were no accidents and any plans to remove a character, unlike Iron Man 2, where you lost Mr. Rhodes, and we don't really notice it because it was an actor that wasn't much mentionable. So yeah. So let's start off with what I liked. And the first scene that I really liked, it kind of reminded me of a sort of film technique I learned back in college called the Lubitsch touch. And that's when there's a character that they sort of go on about like their sort of ways in the scene without actually being aware of like a constant pressure, or you kind of have like suspense in your feet, not knowing what's going to happen next. And that was a scene that Vin Diesel played very well. And I had to like think about, is he just that slick or did he plan all of this? And it's a combination of both. So when you get to that particular scene when he has to be a ninja, you'll feel suspended disbelief. So what did you like, Chris?
Everything except in the beginning of the movie. I don't know where we were at. I thought we were in Mexico, but it turns out we were in
Cuba.
Cuba. My bad. Sorry, guys. Cuba, not Cuba. Cuba.
No, Cuba is a Cuban way of saying it.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. My bad.
I think.
No, I think it's Cuba.
Okay. Cubano, Americano.
And I thought we were in Brazil, but turns out it's still Cuba.
Yeah.
So.
It's different, I think. It's not Spanish. They have Portuguese. That's how they pronounce it. I try to pronounce.
I guess it's Portuguese. Some people
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
In
it's
Brazil.
Portuguese.
Brasil.
Cubano.
Cubano, Americano.
Yeah.
Anyways, like we were going, didn't you mention that you like that scene with The Rock?
Yeah.
I remember you were laughing so good.
So yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the trailer of it, but it's really funny. The Rock actually came out as The Rock in WWE. So he actually did his moves. He did a rock bottom.
Strangle you to death?
He did the clothesline on these two, what do you call it? Securities.
They weren't TSA.
Yeah, they're not TSA, but they're securities.
Yeah.
And, it's pretty interesting. And after that, he looked like he's King Kong because he, like, stretches arms and hands and muscles and start beating people up, ground and pound. And, yeah, it's pretty funny. And it's, like, obvious the next move you're going to see him do. That's why I bust off laughing, because it's funny. So
there's a lot of humor.
Yeah.
I think that's what made the film work. they didn't take themselves way too seriously, and they even didn't cut the part between Jason Statham and The Rock when he's all like, I'm gonna punch your teeth in and you're gonna have to brush it with a different type of toothbrush, something like that. And they actually showed them laughing, and the way that looked, I thought it was gonna be like a parody, but it is part of the movie.
Yeah.
It's in their sort of believability sphere, and it worked.
Yeah.
I liked it. But Jason Statham, mentioning him, I think that was a great decision, because he doesn't look like one of those characters you sort of sidebar. He's a main character type actor, and to him accepting a deal to play a one-liner type character, I just don't see that, going through all the way. So they give him like a significant role that I thought I was watching Transporter or Death Race. He was in Death Race, wasn't he?
I'm not really sure.
Another
I have to
car movie.
Google it.
But yeah, he's a main character actor, and he even knows actual martial arts, so he could beat up The Rock in real life. You guys think I'm kidding? He might be smaller, but he's got quick moves and hands and knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, just Vin Diesel. He was the main character in the very beginning. You saw a lot of screen time, but to make him, if you guys have seen the trailer, he's the villain, and it worked really well. Was there any surprises that you've seen when you were watching it, Chris? I may have it's funny because I usually don't fall asleep, especially in a fast-paced, loud type of film. But when the action scenes became a little repetitive, especially with the same motor sounds, my friend Chris had to go wake me up just a little because I was going into a form of meditation. But I picked myself back up, finished it strong, and enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
But yeah, back to where I said in the beginning, I thought we were in Brazil. I found out there were actually words in places, and then I had to it's like an Easter egg since Easter is over now. But it's like we were finding where we were, and I'm like, oh look, it says we were in New York City, or we were in Brazil or whatever. So I had to find the words actually. Before it used to be just a white letter right here on the corner or up above, but now it's just you got to find it now. It's like Easter egg hunting.
And that's amazing because, man, the choice, it's all about choices in film. Do we let the audience figure it out themselves, or do we put it in plain letters? And there's a documentary that I've been meaning to really look into, but it's called Helvetica, and it uses different type fonts that stick out at you, and it can be a sort of lucrative or mesmerizing or attractive shape. It makes you want to read it. And what it did, it wrote New York into the ocean. And we all know that there's no words in actual bodies of water, but it just fit, especially with how they presented all of New York in one shot before they cut to the actual characters in a wide angle shot. So that was actually really cool, and that was Jason Statham's character's job, was figuring out where they were, and it showed how useful he was as a character. And then I loved how they introduced his brother and his significance, as well as who his mother was, and she's a woman of power, another significant character that really pushes for the story, and that actually ties in with that suspenseful scene that I talked about with Vin Diesel when he pops the hood open. Did you feel like there was a good balance, Chris, with the action as well as the exposition, the talking information?
Yeah, it's like almost every Fast and Furious movies. They tell you what we have to know and discover everything. So yeah, pretty much.
There were some great words used in that film. Whether people think it's just eye candy, they touched on the idea or the theme of family. I know they throw it out a lot that it's
family.
Kind of sounds cliche.
Yeah.
But they actually challenged that idea. They said, "No, we don't agree with family. You're bull." You know, she called him out on it, the main villain, and he's like, "What are you talking about? Family is all I got." And he's like, "What is that? 10 seconds before and after, when family does not exist? What do you want?" And I'll spoil it. It's freedom. People like to be free, because we forget that that's a basic right that we take for granted sometimes. Because I know when I'm at work, I feel like a prisoner. And when you're home, you feel like you can feel good taking your pants off and socks and just saying, that's
yeah.
good.
At work, you're like in public view, or if you're in the office, you're in camera's view. So you can't really do what you can at home.
You can be yourself.
Yeah.
You know? And sometimes I like to scratch certain parts of my body
Oh no.
that make me feel better.
Speaking about camera viewing, okay.
But, yeah, freedom, Chris.
Yeah.
Like Martin Luther King said, the great one. Free at last, free at last. I am free at last. I agree. We should all be free.
Yeah.
There's another word for freedom. It's called liberty. Liberated. I like that word a lot.
Liberty.
Liberty. I think that's what New York stands for.
Well, they have the Statue of Liberty, so.
Right? It's all connected, y'all. Kind of like in the film. You see how they connected all the dots with saying, oh, he knows him. Wait a minute, this brings back an old history with my past. I know that guy. And like, no way. Oh, shoot. Dang. But good job with the screenwriters figuring out, like, a lot of substance. And, you know, really plugging in all of those plot holes that nitpicky people would, you know, like to take a stab in and talk crap about their film. I mean, this is the eighth one?
Eighth installment.
Eighth installment of the series. You're kind of really pulling this idea of originality because it's already made its brand and you know what to expect. And for me to just be an awful critic going down the list of 1 to 8 and saying the same rude testimonies that people don't give a about, it's not really being helpful in discussion, but a little toxic. Right, Chris?
Oh yeah. Like I have a coworker friend of mine that's I want to watch a movie with, but he told me, Furious 8, really? They should have stopped on Furious 1 or 2. I mean, it's basically the same story plot, but it's different villains, and it's all about cars, about girls, where they are. So it feels like the same thing. To me, it's more than that. It's like a story, different place. Yeah, I know they brought up like what we talk about family, but to me that word family means a lot more, and yeah.
I agree.
You know, and it's action-packed, you know, so...
I like how you said to me, you know, because everyone perceives what they see in a different way, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you guys that don't like this. I understand completely, and time is very important. That's why I like to see Fast and Furious. You know, I get to the point, let's have fun, and I've been a big Vin Diesel fan for a while. That I'll complain that maybe there's too many Fast and the Furious and too little Chronicles of Riddick type sequels. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so happy he owns that franchise, and I'm excited to see more work in that particular genre. Because I'm a big Vin Diesel fan. He's really cool, and he plays Dungeons and Dragons. That's freaking awesome. Isn't that awesome, Chris?
Well, you like Vin Diesel, but I like The Rock. I found out there's a little Easter egg in that Furious 8, but I won't tell you which part. But it has a little Moana into that movie, and you'll see if you watch that movie.
Oh, I love that part.
I'm like, wow, it's like I'm watching Moana again, but it's not Moana. It's Furious 8.
Mm-hmm. That had a lot of that. That felt like a family scene, didn't it?
Yeah.
Especially with The Rock. Man, The Rock could be in every family movie. He's gonna be in that Baywatch film. Are you gonna watch that, Chris?
No, because I didn't watch the original.
Oh no.
If you're talking about the TV show, no.
Baywatch.
And no, I'm not gonna watch that. I think I like The Rock, but that one is pushing the limits, and I don't want to watch Baywatch.
You know, I used to be a lifeguard, Chris.
I wonder if David Hasselhoff is going to do an appearance on that movie, because he's the one that did the original TV show.
He might. That's like having the Stan Lee of Baywatch.
Yeah,
you know.
But that one I'm not gonna watch. To me, it's like a chick flick movie.
With
Sorry.
chicks.
No, it's with dudes.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna watch. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm not gonna watch it.
No, you apologize to Dwayne Johnson.
Well, I'm sorry, The Rock, but
You might catch it on DVD.
no.
Okay. So
I
time
got
is
2
important.
words for you, and I'm not gonna. Oh, not watching. That's 2 words for you. Not watching. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Can't have any prepositional phrases in there.
Yeah.
And that's what The Rock is cooking.
Yeah. That's what The Rock is cooking.
Baywatching.
But yeah, let's get back to the Furious 8 because it
Yeah.
seems like we're reviewing Baywatch and it's not even out yet.
It might as well be a Rock movie.
Shit.
I
Let's
like
go back
The
to
Rock
Furious
a lot.
8.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was good. That,
Ugh.
yeah, The Rock had a lot of lines compared to like the usual Fast series, right?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
I also like the other 2 characters. It's like watching Keenan and Kel. Those characters. One is Ludacris and one is Tyrese.
He sang the national anthem for a Mayweather fight. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
He's a good singer.
Yeah.
Tyrese is a good singer.
I'm sorry, Ludacris is not singing in that, and he's a singer.
He's a
isn't he?
singer. I think that's why they were battling it out for the girl,
Dang.
and that was for the mic to sing for Mayweather.
Mm.
That is cool.
Well, yeah, those are my other 2 favorite characters
Yeah.
because they're funny. They're like it's like watching Keenan and Kel. I don't know if you guys know that 90s TV show in Nickelodeon, but those 2 are kind of funny. One's like the smart one, and one is like the normal goofy one that doesn't think too much. So
It's a good contrast. I like that.
yeah.
Okay, I know all you guys gonna say, oh, they're kind of a waste of space. These 2 characters just have one-liners. It's boring. But you know, it's really pulling it with that many characters. I mean, if they had Paul Walker in there, come on. You saw what happened. That was even less screen time because they have like a limit to how long the film can be.
Mm-hmm.
And to add so much material would pretty much cost them. We got to know what their character was. And as cliche as it was, we really got our time and money's worth just speeding through the story.
Yeah.
Maybe one day Tyrese will have his own sort of perspective. Oh no, that was when they first introduced him and he was with Paul Walker, right? They were the 2 original. Yeah. Too Fast, Too Furious. And that's why they had 2 people. Yeah. That is cool. Looking back, shout out to the past. But yeah, I think that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
So we recommend it for those fans that are into the series. Or if you play Grand Theft Auto, hey, Lambo, got my Lamborghini.
Man, speaking about GTA,
Yeah.
The cars they show on that movie, I want to play GTA and get that that look like the orange car.
Ooh, the Lamborghini. I think
Yeah,
you're going to want
Lamborghini.
a Pegassi Zentorno supercar.
Yeah, it makes me want to race through that game now.
That is going to be
Except without
awesome.
crashing, because, you know, the repair bills is going to be so high.
Yeah. We'll race it in the track.
Yeah.
It's going to be a straightaway.
Oh, yeah.
Make it nice and fast.
Cool.
Too fast.
But
Too
yeah,
furious.
this movie is good for everybody. If you're a car fanatic, you'll love it. If you like the actors in the movie, you'll love it. If you like to discover what the world is like, because it shows in the movies, you'll like it. So yeah.
I hope New York's not always blown up all the time. What a shame, all those... Oh, it showed it in the trailer, all those smart cars. Oh, I don't... It's too soon for 9/11. Well,
Oh yeah,
buildings.
Speaking about technology now, it's interesting. You can hack into a car and it'll start by itself, and you can drive it wherever you want. And yeah, it's crazy.
I want my car to be like Knight Rider. Just talk to me.
Yeah, but
talk to my car.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be bad if someone hacked into the Knight Rider, and then it'll talk bad to you, and then after that it'll take you somewhere where it's not your home?
That would suck.
I know. So yeah.
Oh God, that sucks.
So yeah, I like technology, but where we're going now, the technology seems kind of dangerous.
It's gonna be like Terminator Salvation.
Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, it's gonna be scary. So hope the year of robotics and technology is hacker free.
Yeah. I think that's what they tried to highlight. Was we're in a digital age.
Yeah.
Controlled by computers.
Yeah. But nope, we are controlling computers. We just hope computers don't control us once we created them. So.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's why like Ghost in the Shell, Westworld, 2001: Space Odyssey, Ex Machina, Her. Just going down the list of like artificial intelligence. They're our friends. They're our friends. And they're kind of like people. They just like different things. So yeah. Alright. Shout out to Paul Walker. We hope you watch this movie Up There. And I'm sure you would have loved it.
Yep.
But thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da.